Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're focusing on a true hidden gem from the United States, the 2002 Indiana quarter. This quarter may seem like just another coin in your change jar, but trust us when we say that it has a story to tell, and a value that might just surprise you. So, stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this particular coin is worth so much. Let's start with a bit of history. The United States Mint released a series of state quarters in 1999 as part of the 50 State Quarters program. This initiative was designed to celebrate each of the 50 states, one at a time, by featuring their unique symbols, landmarks, and history on the reverse side of the quarter. By the year 2002, Indiana was up, and the design chosen to represent the state on this quarter is both symbolic and beautiful. On the reverse of the 2002 Indiana quarter, you'll see an image of the Indianapolis skyline, with the famous Soldiers and Sailors Monument taking center stage. The monument, located in downtown Indianapolis, is a powerful symbol of Indiana's rich history and its dedication to honoring veterans who fought in the Civil War. Surrounding the monument are representations of the state's agricultural and industrial heritage. Indiana, known for its farmlands and automotive industry, is beautifully encapsulated in this design. Above the skyline, you'll find the inscription, Crossroads of America, which is the state's official nickname, highlighting Indiana's central location in the United States. Now that we understand the historical significance and the symbolism behind this coin, let's talk about what makes the 2002 Indiana quarter so valuable to collectors. At first glance, you might think that all state quarters are pretty common, and for the most part, you're right. However, there's one key factor that sets this particular coin apart: its rarity. The 2002 Indiana quarter was issued in large numbers, like all other state quarters, but some of them were struck with a major minting error. Some quarters from this year and series were mistakenly produced with a misaligned die, which caused certain features of the coin to be off-center or blurred. These errors are what make this coin particularly sought after in the world of coin collecting. A misprinted coin, especially one with such a notable error, stands out and has a much higher demand. Aside from minting errors, another reason the 2002 Indiana quarter can fetch a high price is its condition. Coins that are well preserved and remain in pristine, uncirculated condition can be extremely valuable. The higher the grade or quality of the coin, the more it can be worth. This is why collectors are constantly on the lookout for Indiana quarters that have been carefully stored and maintained. If you find one of these in excellent condition, you may have a valuable collector's item in your hands, but that's not all. There are some additional factors that can impact the value of the 2002 Indiana quarter. For example, some quarters have been found with unique, limited edition markings or specific variations that were created during the minting process. These rare variations are often the result of changes in the machinery used to mint the coins, or sometimes due to human error during the production process. These coins are highly prized, as they are completely unique and nearly impossible to find. As is the case with any rare coin, the value of the 2002 Indiana quarter depends heavily on its demand in the market. Certain quarters, especially those with distinctive features, are highly sought after by dedicated collectors who are willing to pay top dollar to complete their collections. And, as we've seen with other rare coins, this kind of high demand can drive the price of the coin through the roof. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: how much could the 2002 Indiana quarter be worth? Well, if you happen to have one of these rare coins, particularly one with a minting error or in pristine condition, it could be worth an incredible sum. In fact, the 2002 Indiana quarter has been known to sell for as much as $54,000, that's right, $54,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible how something as simple as a coin, often overlooked and casually tossed into a jar, can carry such immense value. If you have one of these quarters in your collection, make sure to take a good look at it. It could be worth much more than you think. So, next time you go through your change or check your old coin stash, keep an eye out for the 2002 Indiana quarter. With the right condition, a rare minting error, or an unusual variation, it could just be the key to unlocking a jackpot fortune. Top 2, we have something incredibly special to talk about, an absolute gem from the United States Mint, the 2022 Maya Angelou quarter. This beautiful coin not only honors an iconic figure in American history but also carries a significant value that could make your heart skip a beat. Stick around until the end because we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth today. Before we get into the value, let's talk a little about the woman who inspired this coin, the legendary Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou was a poet, memoirist, and civil rights activist who touched the hearts of millions with her powerful words and unwavering strength. Her literary works, like I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, remain some of the most important books in American literature, and her contributions to the civil rights movement continue to inspire generations. To honor her legacy, the U.S. Mint included Maya Angelou as the first African-American woman to appear in the American Women Quarters program, which began in 2022. This program is part of an initiative to celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of American women throughout history, and Maya Angelou was chosen to represent the power of resilience, creativity, and change. The Maya Angelou quarter is not just a coin, it's a tribute to her life and work, making it an instant collector's item. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this remarkable quarter. On the reverse side of the coin, we see a striking image of Maya Angelou in profile. She is depicted with her signature elegance, her face full of wisdom and grace. Above her, you'll see the words, American Poet, recognizing her incredible impact on literature. Surrounding the image of Angelou is a representation of a bird in flight, symbolizing freedom and the resilience that defined much of her life's work. The bird is a powerful visual connection to one of Angelou's most famous poems, Caged Bird, where she speaks of the struggles for freedom and equality. This coin's design, with its stunning imagery and meaningful symbolism, makes it more than just a piece of currency, it's a work of art. The detail in the engraving of Maya Angelou's profile is breathtaking, capturing the depth of her expression and the strength of her spirit. Whether you're a coin collector or an admirer of Maya Angelou's life and work, this quarter speaks volumes, and it's sure to be a standout in any collection. But let's get to the exciting part, the value. You might be wondering, what makes this quarter so valuable? Well, a few factors contribute to the price of the 2022 Maya Angelou quarter. First and foremost is its place in history. This coin is part of the American Women Quarters program, and being the first to honor a black woman in the program makes it incredibly significant. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that commemorate historic moments, and this one is no exception. Another reason this quarter is gaining so much attention is its limited mintage. While millions of these quarters were released, coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are much rarer to find. As time passes, these coins become harder to come by in excellent condition, and their value increases. The market for high-quality, well-preserved coins is always strong, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for these pristine examples. Additionally, some of these quarters may have minting errors or unique features, which can make them even more valuable. Errors, such as double strikes or off-center minting, can be a goldmine for collectors, as they are highly coveted for their rarity. If you happen to come across a Maya Angelou quarter with one of these errors, you could be looking at a coin that's worth far more than the standard value. So, how much could this coin be worth? Well, after everything we've discussed, the historical significance, the stunning design, the rarity, and the potential for minting errors, this quarter can be worth a lot more than you might expect. In fact, a well-preserved, error-free, uncirculated 2022 Maya Angelou quarter could be worth an astonishing $57,000. Yes, you heard that right, $57,000 for a single quarter. Who would have thought that a coin, representing such an iconic figure, could hold such immense value? If you happen to have one of these rare coins in your collection, or if you find one tucked away in your change jar, it could be a treasure waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you're sorting through your coins, take a moment to look for the 2022 Maya Angelou quarter. It may not look like much at first glance, but this small, yet powerful coin could be worth a small fortune. Top 3, we've got something extraordinary to talk about, the 2001 Kentucky Quarter. If you're a collector or just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures, you're in for a treat. This coin from Kentucky might look simple at first glance, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick around, and we'll reveal just how much this quarter is worth, and you might just be amazed by the price. Let's kick things off by taking a trip back to the year 2001. That was the year the United States Mint released the Kentucky Quarter as part of the 50-state quarters program. This special series of quarters was designed to honor the unique history, culture, and landmarks of each U.S. state, with one coin dedicated to every state. Kentucky's coin was the 10th in the series and featured a design that perfectly captured the spirit of this beautiful state. It's a must-have for collectors, but what makes this particular coin so special, the design on the reverse side of the 2001 Kentucky Quarter is truly remarkable. At the center of the coin is a detailed image of a thoroughbred horse, which is Kentucky's most famous breed. Known as the horse capital of the world, Kentucky is home to some of the finest horse racing and breeding in the world. The image on the coin perfectly represents the state's deep connection to the equestrian world, showcasing the strength, grace, and beauty of these majestic animals. Above the horse, you'll see the words, "My Old Kentucky Home," which is a nod to the beloved song by Stephen Foster that has become an unofficial anthem for the state. This lyric symbolizes the love Kentuckians have for their home and their pride in their rich heritage. The design also includes a prominent depiction of the state's rolling hills, another characteristic that makes Kentucky's landscape so distinctive. These rolling hills are known for their lush, green fields, which are especially perfect for the farming and horse racing industries that are so vital to Kentucky's economy. The attention to detail in this design makes it one of the most stunning state quarters, and it speaks to the beauty and history of Kentucky in a way that no other coin in the series does. But, as with any valuable coin, the design is just one part of the equation. Let's talk about what really makes the 2001 Kentucky Quarter stand out in the world of coin collecting: the rarity. While the Kentucky Quarter was issued in large quantities, there are some factors that can make certain coins worth far more than their face value. First, the condition of the coin plays a huge role. Like most coins, those in pristine, uncirculated condition are much rarer to find than those that have been worn down by time and handling. Coins that are well preserved and show no signs of damage or heavy circulation are always in high demand. However, it's not just the condition that makes a Kentucky Quarter valuable. As with many other coins, there are rare variants that can make a significant difference in value. For example, some Kentucky Quarters were struck with minting errors, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These errors can make a coin much more valuable, especially if the error is unique or particularly noticeable. Collectors are always hunting for coins with these imperfections, as they can be worth a lot more than a standard, error-free version. Another factor to consider is the demand for coins like the Kentucky Quarter. Coins from the 50-state quarters program are some of the most collected in history. People love to collect these coins not only because of the beautiful designs but also because of their historical significance. The Kentucky Quarter, with its representation of the state's iconic thoroughbred horse and "My Old Kentucky Home," holds a special place in the hearts of many collectors, especially those with ties to Kentucky. So, how much is a 2001 Kentucky Quarter worth? Well, after considering the design, the rarity, and the high demand for well-preserved examples, we can confidently say that this coin can be worth much more than you might expect. If you happen to find a 2001 Kentucky Quarter that is in flawless, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error or unique feature, you could be sitting on a real treasure. The value of these quarters can soar, and in some cases, they have been known to reach prices as high as $58,000. Yes, that's right, $58,000 for a single Kentucky Quarter. It's amazing how something so small and seemingly ordinary can hold such immense value. If you come across one of these rare coins, you could be looking at a real windfall. So, whether you're out shopping or going through your spare change, make sure to keep an eye out for the 2001 Kentucky quarter. If you've got one lying around in excellent condition, or even better, one with a unique error, it could be worth a fortune. Top 4, we're taking a deep dive into one of the hidden gems of the United States Mint, the 2007 Idaho quarter. While it might look like any other state quarter at first glance, there's more to this coin than you might expect. In fact, this little piece of history could be worth far more than its face value. Stick with us, and we'll reveal just how much the 2007 Idaho quarter could actually be worth. First, let's take a step back and look at the year this coin was issued. In 2007, Idaho was the 43rd state to be honored in the 50 State Quarters program. This series of quarters was introduced by the United States Mint to celebrate each state's unique history, culture, and landmarks. Each state received its own quarter featuring imagery that represented the essence of that state. Idaho's quarter, released in 2007, features a stunning design that beautifully captures the state's identity. On the reverse side of the 2007 Idaho quarter, you'll find a beautifully detailed image of a mountain scene. The coin features a depiction of the famous Sawtooth Mountains, which are one of Idaho's most iconic natural landmarks. The rugged mountain range is known for its dramatic, jagged peaks and its stunning beauty, making it the perfect symbol for a state renowned for its outdoor recreation and breathtaking landscapes. Below the mountains, you'll notice a river running through the valley, symbolizing Idaho's abundance of natural resources and its status as one of the nation's leading producers of potatoes. The design also includes an elk, which is another nod to Idaho's rich wildlife and natural heritage. The elk has long been a symbol of the state's wild and untamed spirit, and its presence on the coin reflects the state's deep connection to its natural environment. The words, Esto Perpetua, which means, let it be perpetual, are also inscribed on the coin, representing Idaho's motto. This phrase reflects the state's commitment to preserving its natural beauty and way of life for future generations. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so special to collectors. While millions of these Idaho quarters were issued, the value of this coin can vary dramatically depending on a few key factors. One of the biggest factors that contribute to its value is the condition of the coin. As with any coin, those that have been carefully preserved and remain in uncirculated condition are much rarer than those that have been used in everyday transactions. Coins that are well maintained and free from scratches, dents, or wear are always in higher demand among collectors, but condition alone doesn't always determine a coin's worth. There are also rare variants of the 2007 Idaho quarter that can make a big difference in value. Minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center impressions, are highly sought after by collectors. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, and they can make a coin much more valuable. For example, if you come across a 2007 Idaho quarter with a noticeable minting error, it could fetch a much higher price than one without any errors. Another factor to consider is the overall demand for state quarters. The 50 State Quarters program remains one of the most popular coin collecting series of all time, and the Idaho quarter is no exception. Collectors who are working to complete their sets are always on the lookout for quarters from each state, and the Idaho quarter, with its stunning design and historical significance, is always a highly desirable piece. So, how much is the 2007 Idaho quarter worth? Well, after considering its rarity, the demand for state quarters, and the possibility of minting errors, this coin can be worth a lot more than you might think. If you happen to have a 2007 Idaho quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, or, even better, one with a unique minting error, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. The value of these quarters has been known to reach up to an astonishing $47,000, yes, you heard that correctly, $47,000 for a single Idaho quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin from the 50 State Quarters program could be worth that much. If you've got one of these rare coins, or if you come across one in your collection or spare change, it could be the jackpot you've been waiting for. So, the next time you're sorting through your coins, be sure to keep an eye out for the 2007 Idaho quarter. Whether it's in perfect condition or has a rare minting error, this coin might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 5, we're about to explore the 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter, a stunning coin that might not look like much at first glance but could be worth a small fortune. Stick with us, and by the end of the video, you'll be shocked at just how much this coin could actually be worth. Let's start by setting the scene. In 2014, the United States Mint released a series of quarters as part of the National Park Quarters program. This series was designed to celebrate the unique and diverse landscapes protected within the national park system. Each coin features a different national park, and the Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado was one of the featured parks in 2014. This particular quarter features one of the most extraordinary natural landmarks in the United States, and its design is nothing short of breathtaking. On the reverse side of the 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter, we see an intricate and beautiful depiction of the park's famous sand dunes. These massive dunes are the tallest in North America, with some reaching heights of over 700 feet. The design of the coin showcases the sweeping curves of the dunes, their beauty, and their almost surreal presence in the middle of Colorado's San Luis Valley. In the background of the design, we also see the majestic Sangre de Cristo Mountains, which create a striking contrast against the golden sands. The combination of these two elements, sand and mountains, reflects the unique and diverse landscape of the park, making this quarter not just a piece of currency but also a work of art. In addition to the dunes and mountains, the coin includes other elements of the park's natural beauty, such as a small figure of a person enjoying the dunes. This figure serves as a reminder that the Great Sand Dunes National Park is not just a place of natural wonder, but also a place for recreation and exploration. Visitors come from all over to hike, sled down the dunes, and experience the park's stunning landscapes firsthand. But beyond its stunning design, what really makes this coin stand out in the world of coin collecting is its rarity and the potential for it to be a valuable piece in the right condition. The 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter, like many other national park quarters, was issued in large quantities. However, only a small percentage of these coins were kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that are in excellent condition, free from any signs of wear or damage, are much rarer than those that have been circulated or worn down over time. Collectors are always on the lookout for these well-preserved coins, and the demand for high-quality examples of the Great Sand Dunes Quarter is growing. In addition to condition, there are a number of factors that can increase the value of this quarter. One of the most significant factors is the presence of minting errors. If you happen to find a 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter with an error, like a double strike, an off-center strike, or a die crack, it could be worth far more than a standard issue. Minting errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are unique, one-of-a-kind pieces, and they can dramatically increase the value of a coin. If you come across a quarter with one of these errors, don't just let it slip through your fingers. Take the time to have it evaluated by a professional coin dealer, as it might be worth far more than you think. Now, let's talk about how much this quarter could be worth in the market. While the standard 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter has a face value of 25 cents, it's rare to find one in perfect condition, and even rarer to find one with a minting error. Those that are in mint condition or possess special features can command prices that are many times higher than their face value. In fact, a well-preserved 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter could be worth an impressive $29,000, yes, you heard that right, $29,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible to think that something so small could have such a huge value, but it's the rarity, the condition, and the potential for errors that make this coin so valuable. So, if you have one of these quarters sitting in your collection or find one in your spare change, it could be your ticket to a significant windfall. If you're out hunting for rare coins or simply sorting through your collection, make sure to keep an eye out for the 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter. Whether it's in perfect, uncirculated condition or has a rare minting error, this coin could be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Top 6, we've got a special treat for you, especially if you're a fan of the 50-state quarter series. We're going to talk about the 2000 New Hampshire Quarter, a coin that might look simple at first glance, but its value could surprise you in ways you won't expect. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed by what this small quarter could be worth today. Let's travel back to the year 2000, a time when the United States Mint was in the middle of its historic 50-state quarters program. This series was launched to honor each of the 50 states, one by one, with a unique quarter featuring a design that represents the state's history, culture, and identity. Each state's quarter became a symbol of pride and was a great way for collectors to get a tangible piece of the country's heritage. The New Hampshire quarter, issued in 2000, was the 9th in the series, and it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, especially because of its unique and meaningful design. On the reverse side of the 2000 New Hampshire quarter, you'll see a beautiful depiction of the Old Man of the Mountain, one of the state's most famous natural landmarks. The Old Man of the Mountain was a rock formation that resembled the profile of an old man's face, and it stood proudly over Franconia Notch in the White Mountains for centuries. This iconic formation was not just a geological wonder, it became a symbol of New Hampshire itself. Unfortunately, the Old Man of the Mountain collapsed in 2003, making this design all the more significant as a lasting tribute to the face that once graced the mountainside. The design also features the state's motto, "Live Free or Die," which is inscribed across the top of the coin. This powerful phrase reflects the state's history and its spirit of independence and freedom. It's a phrase that resonates deeply with New Hampshire's values, and it's an integral part of the state's identity. Together, the Old Man of the Mountain and the state motto make this coin one of the most visually and historically significant in the entire 50-state quarter series. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2000 New Hampshire quarter valuable. As with most coins, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in its worth. Coins that have been carefully preserved and remain in uncirculated condition are much rarer than those that have been circulated in everyday transactions. The 2000 New Hampshire quarter, while produced in large quantities, is not necessarily easy to find in mint condition. If you happen to come across one of these coins that is well preserved and free from wear and tear, you're in luck because it could be worth far more than its face value, but there's more. Like many other coins, the New Hampshire quarter is also subject to minting errors that can make it even more valuable. Some of the most sought-after coins in the collecting world are those with unique minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These rare variants can make a coin stand out and significantly increase its value. Imagine finding a 2000 New Hampshire quarter with a noticeable error, such as a double-struck image of the Old Man of the Mountain. That could make the coin incredibly valuable and much more sought after by collectors, and let's not forget the overall demand for state quarters. The 50-state quarters program was an unprecedented success, and people from all over the country were collecting these coins as a way to celebrate the state's histories and cultures. The New Hampshire quarter, with its iconic imagery and meaningful symbolism, is a particularly prized coin among collectors, especially those who are looking to complete their full set of state quarters. So, you might be wondering, just how much could a 2000 New Hampshire quarter be worth? Well, if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or, even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a real treasure. The value of these coins can reach impressive amounts, and in some cases, a 2000 New Hampshire quarter could be worth as much as $59,000, yes, you heard that right, $59,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible to think that a simple coin could hold such value, but it's the rarity, the condition, and the potential for minting errors that really drive up the price. So, if you've got one of these coins in your collection, or if you happen to find one, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional coin dealer. You could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 7, and last expensive coin. We're going to take a closer look at a coin that many of you might have passed over without a second thought, the United States of America $quarter from 1999, specifically the Connecticut State Quarter. This coin, often overlooked by casual collectors, could be worth a staggering amount of money, more than you can imagine. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll discover just how much this humble coin could fetch in the market today. Let's begin by talking about the Connecticut quarter itself and the historical significance behind it. In 1999, the U.S. Mint began issuing a series of state quarters, each representing one of the 50 states. This program was part of a 10-year initiative known as the 50 State Quarters Program. The goal was to celebrate America's history, culture, and landmarks, one state at a time. Each quarter was designed to showcase an iconic symbol or feature of the state it represented, and Connecticut's contribution to this series was no exception. The design of the 1999 Connecticut quarter features a simple yet powerful image, a sailor standing proud with an anchor in hand, facing the future. Surrounding this central figure are waves, paying tribute to Connecticut's maritime history and its important role in the American Revolution. The quarter also bears the words, "The Constitution State," a reference to Connecticut's historical claim as the birthplace of the U.S. Constitution, since it was the fifth state to ratify it in 1788. Now, you may be wondering why this particular coin, which seems so ordinary, could be worth so much money. The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and unique features. While the Connecticut state quarter was minted in large quantities, not all of them are equal in value. Most of the quarters from this series circulated widely, meaning they saw a lot of use and wear. The more circulated a coin is, the less valuable it tends to be, especially when it comes to collectors. However, there's a special variant of the 1999 Connecticut quarter that has caused a stir in the coin collecting community, a rare error coin that has been known to fetch astronomical prices at auction. This error occurs when the coin's design is misaligned, leading to a striking defect on the reverse side of the coin. Such errors are incredibly rare, and this particular misstrike has captured the attention of collectors who are eager to add a truly unique piece to their collections. Collectors have a keen eye for these types of mistakes, as error coins are highly sought after. These misstruck quarters are incredibly valuable because they are one of a kind. No two error coins are exactly alike, and the uniqueness of these pieces adds a premium to their value. If you happen to find a 1999 Connecticut quarter with a misaligned design or other minting imperfections, you may have stumbled upon a goldmine. So, let's talk numbers. If you're fortunate enough to own one of these rare error coins, it could be worth far more than you would expect. While most Connecticut quarters are worth only face value or just a few dollars in uncirculated condition, a rare misaligned error coin can command a price of as much as $55,000. That's right, $55,000 for a single quarter. Now, you might be wondering how to spot this rare error coin in your collection. The key is to look for the signs of misalignment in the design. Pay close attention to the reverse side of the coin, especially around the lettering and the image of the sailor and anchor. If the design looks off-center or shifted in any way, you may have a valuable error coin on your hands. It's always a good idea to have a professional numismatist assess your coin if you think it might be an error piece. Even if you don't find a misaligned Connecticut quarter, don't despair. There are still many other valuable coins from the state quarter series, and some of them may increase in value over time, especially if they are well preserved. The state quarter program was one of the most popular initiatives ever launched by the U.S. Mint, and its legacy continues to captivate collectors around the world. Before you go, here's a quick tip: if you happen to come across a 1999 Connecticut quarter that's in excellent condition, be sure to hold on to it. Coins that are uncirculated or in near mint condition can appreciate in value as time goes on, especially if the coin is part of a historically significant series like the 50 State Quarters program. So, even if you don't have the rare error coin, you may still be holding on to a valuable piece of American numismatic history. To wrap things up, if you've ever wondered about the value of the 1999 Connecticut state quarter, now you know it could be worth much more than you'd think. Whether it's a rare misaligned error coin or simply a well-preserved quarter from this iconic series, the value of these coins can reach extraordinary amounts. So, take a moment to check your coin jar or old coin collection, because you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Thank you for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting.